Hello, Remax of Boulder agents. This is Kayleen Cohen with Mountain Dog Media. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update and reminder about how to add new newsletter contacts to your mailing list, especially with the end of this year coming up ahead of us here. This is a great time to think about updating those newsletter contact lists before the holidays and before the new year. So one thing I would encourage you to do is to make a list of any of the potential leads and new contacts that you've been interacting with this year. If they haven't already made it into your Mailchimp, just go ahead and make yourself a little spreadsheet or make yourself a good old pen and paper list. Any way you want to go about it, just try to go ahead and gather any of those new leads that you've gotten this year. And we're going to go ahead and add those to your individual Mailchimp lists now. So you have your own master login to access this Mailchimp account. And once you're logged in, you will see that the interface has changed quite a bit. We now have these condensed icons over here in a left side navigation instead of the navigation that used to appear across the top. So first we're going to we're navigating to this audience dashboard here. And the first thing we want to do is go ahead and use this drop down to access the correct list. So you each have your own list. You want to scroll down and make sure that you have selected the right list. I'm going to borrow Andy's list here. And then we want to move over to this navigation, this drop down over here on the right hand side. Now there are actually 3 different ways that we can add subscribers to our list. So I'm going to walk you through each of those. First off, we can add a subscriber using this add a subscriber button right here. This is really straightforward. We just add this person's email address. Let's go ahead and put my email in there. Add the person's first name, last name, any other information you might want to keep track of. Definitely want to indicate that this person gave you permission to email them. And if this person is already in your audience, you can update their profile. So go ahead and click both of those check boxes down there. Make sure that you added the right email address, first name and last name, and you can hit subscribe. And it should give you a green notification up here that this contact was successfully added to your account. Wonderful. So that is how you add new contacts one person at a time. But let's say that you actually had a whole list of new contacts that you want to add. So again, make sure that you're on the right list over here in this drop down. And then you can go to the right-hand drop-down menu to Manage Audience. If you want to import multiple people at once, you want to use this Import Contacts feature. Okay? And now you can see that you have 2 different options. You can upload a CSV file, or you can copy and paste those contacts from a spreadsheet. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through both. First, let's imagine that we had a CSV file with all of the first name, last names, and email addresses for our new contacts. We're going to continue to upload. I'm going to go ahead and browse and grab that out of my recent downloads. There we are. This is a .csv, so I've confirmed that's the right file type. Now that it has that file, I want to go ahead and hit Continue to Organize. It's giving me another opportunity to confirm that I'm in the right audience there, which is wonderful. These are going to be subscribers, and we want to update any of those existing contacts. We don't want to create any tags today. Now it's going to ask me to identify the 3 columns that were in my spreadsheet. So this one indeed is first names. You just want to go ahead and match this up. If this was phone numbers or messages, any other field, you want to just match up the proper names of the fields. This one is indeed last names. And then most importantly, email addresses. Finalize to import. Complete. All right, so we successfully added those contacts. That's what it looks like if we wanted to use the .csv upload method. Let's take a look at if we wanted to copy paste those from a spreadsheet. So we're going to go into import contacts and copy paste. And it allows us to copy paste fields here. So I'm just going to go over to my spreadsheet and I'm going to grab the columns that contain the names and email addresses. And I'm going to paste them in this box. And then same as before, we want to accept updating any contacts. They're subscribed. We want to make sure we're in the right list. We can skip tags for now. Same process as before. We're going to match up those columns, first name, last name, and email address. And we're going to finalize that import. Ta-da! So that is the 3 different techniques that we can use to add new newsletter subscribers to your newsletter lists. Make sure that you're always using the right list and you're adding people to your own personal list, and use this Manage Audience drop-down over here to add subscribers or import contacts. I hope that's helpful for you guys and helps you reach a ton of new subscribers over the holiday season and heading into 2021. Thank you so much, guys.